normal distribution. By plotting the heights of the students against their probability densities, we will get a graph that will look like a histogram. The bell-shaped probability density is called the normal distribution. Both the ends of this curve does not touch the x-axis. The total area under this curve is 1. The normal distribution is defined by two parameters, the mean mu and the standard deviation sigma. The mean gives the central location of the data, which is the line of symmetry. That is, if we have a bell-shaped curve like this is the line of symmetry for this curve, and this value will be mu. The mean mu and the standard deviation determines the shape of the curve. That is, the smaller the standard deviation, the less spread out the data. Similarly, the larger the standard deviation, the more spread out the data. If a variable x has a normal distribution, then we can write using this mathematical notation as x is normally distributed with mu and sigma square. We always standardize a normal distribution with mean 0 and the standard deviation of 1. This is called as standardized normal distribution. The diagram for this standardized normal distribution will be, we have a bell-shaped curve, and here that is the mu, the top value, mu equal to 0, and then standard deviation is 1. So to the positive side we have 1, and to the negative side we have a negative 1, and then this is marked with the null. There are three different cases to consider. The first one is z less than the value a. That is, first we are finding probability of z less than the value a. This, when we draw a bell-shaped curve, the line of symmetry will be at the mu. And then this is positive side, so we have positive a, and this is the negative side, so we write it as negative a. Now z is less than a. So this is a, so all these values, probability of all this. So this will be probability of z is less than a. Then z is greater than value a. That means here again the same way, these values are probability of z greater than a. And then z is between the values a and b. Probability of a less than z less than b. So both are positive. So we have a and b over here. All the values will be between the probability of a and b. To find the area of any interval under the normal curve, we standardize the z-score using the formula z equal to x minus mu over sigma. Now let us see how to apply this formula while solving the questions. The first question, assuming the distribution of the heights of adult men is normal with mean mu equal to 174 centimeter and sigma equal to 7 centimeter, that is the standard deviation is 7 centimeter. Find the probability that a randomly selected adult man is, first part, under 185 centimeter, second part, over 185 centimeter, third, over 180 centimeter, fourth, between 180 centimeter and 185 centimeter, fifth one, under 170 centimeters. Now the solution for this, the first question, under is lesser than. So probability of x less than 185. So we convert, standardize this using the formula z equal to x minus mu over sigma. So it will be probability of z less than, the value for x is 185. 185 minus our mu value is 174. The sigma value is 7. So when we simplify this, we get it as probability of z less than, using a calculator when we simplify, we get it as 1.571. Probability of z less than 1.571 is represented as phi of 1.571. This value is found from the normal distribution table, which will be given to you during the exam. Now let us see how to use the table. Now in this, when you take from the table, 1.5 is on the vertical side and 7 is on the horizontal side. Where 1.5 and 7 meet, it is circled as 0.9418. Then the next number is 1. So straight to it, when you go for 1.5, then it is with that is 1. So we add these two numbers. It is 0.9418 and 1 we added, and that will be the answer for this normal distribution value. So now when we add it, that is what 0.9418, and the 1 we add it at the end. That is, this 1 is added over here. So we get it as 0.9419. So now this one, it will be 0.94, correct to two significant figures. Probability that the adult men selected at random is under 185 centimeter is 0.94. So this is our answer. Now our second question, probability of x greater than 185. Now in order to do this, this is probability of z greater than, now we are standardizing it. So 185x minus the value for mu is 174 and the value for sigma is 7. So when we do it, it comes as probability of z greater than 1.5771. So now when we take in our normal distribution curve, so when we draw it, this is a normal distribution curve. Here we have our z value is 1.571 and our mu is 174. So here this is our mu, this is 174 and our x value is 185. So 185, 174 is here, so automatically 185 is to this side. Now we need to find the values of x greater than 185. X greater than 185 is this side. So in order to find the values which are greater than 185, we already saw that this probability under this normal distribution curve is 1. And we have, our table is only for lesser values. So we can change this and write it as 1 minus probability of z less than 1.571. It is just like taking the opposite of the probability. The total probability is 1. In order to find this, we find this side and subtract it from 1. And always remember that the normal distribution table is only for lesser values. So we convert it to the lesser values. So this can be written as 1 minus pi of 1.571. Again, like how we saw before from the table, this 1.5 we saw in the vertical side and 7 we see in the horizontal side where they meet. And then again for the 1 we see, then we get our answer as 1 minus 0.9419. So when we simplify this, we get our answer as 0.0581, which will be equal to 0.058, which is correct to two significant figures. Now probability of the third part over 180 centimeter. Probability of x greater than 180 centimeter. Now standardizing it, we have probability of z greater than 180 minus 174 over 7. That is z greater than 0.857. Now when it is greater, as we saw earlier, we cannot use the table. So we write it as 1 minus and it becomes lesser than 0.857. Now this can be written as 1 minus phi of 0.857. So when we find the value and you simplify it, we get it as 0.1958, which is equal to 0.20, correct to two significant figures. Now the fourth part, probability of 180 less than x less than 185. Now the first thing is we need to standardize it. In order to standardize it, 180 minus 174 is mu over sigma is 7 is less than z is less than 180. 185, x value is 185 minus 174 over 7. So when we simplify this, we get it as probability of 0.857 is less than z is less than 1.571. And this will be equal to, that is, if we have a normal distribution curve, the value for mu is, this is mu and this is equal to 174. This is 180 and 185. So automatically 180 will be here. This is 174. So 180 is here and this line will be 185. So we need to find the area under this. In order to find, we know that we can only find the lesser values. So we'll find all the values which are lesser than 185 and we'll find all the values which are lesser than 180. Subtract the two answers, we'll get our required value. So this is 185 and this is 180. So this can be written as this minus this. So now we can write this as phi of 1.571 minus phi of 0.857, because all the values which are lesser than 185 minus all the values which are lesser than 180. When you subtract the two, we get our required area. So this one from the table, you get it as 0.9419 minus 0.8042. When we subtract it, we get it as 0.1377. That will be equal to 0.14, correct to two significant figures. Now the fifth part, probability of x less than 170. First we are standardizing it, probability of z less than 170 minus 174 over 7. So this will be equal to probability of z less than minus 0.571. Now for our normal distribution curve, this is our mu equal to 174. Now our x value is 170. 170 will be over here. So now x is lesser than or equal to 170. So these are the probability values which are lesser than 170. So now in order to get to the left side, we just find out the values over here to the right, because we know that the curve is symmetrical. So in order to find these values, we'll find the values which are over here. That is, if you take a value over here which is over here, then in case if we can find these values, then it will be similar to this. So this can be written as probability of z greater than 0.571. That will be equal to, now in order to find these greater values, we just find 1 minus this lesser values we find out. That is 1 minus probability of z less than 0.571. So that will be equal to 1 minus phi of 0.571, which will be equal to 1 minus 0.716, which will be equal to 0.284. That is equal to 0.28, correct to two significant figures. Now in this case, without drawing the graph, if you want to do it, a small trick which you can remember is, if probability of z is greater than some number a, then we can directly write it as greater will be 1 minus probability of z less than a. In the same way, if probability of z is greater than negative a, then greater and negative will make it as lesser. Z is less than a. In the same way, if probability of z is less than negative a, we can write it as probability of z is greater than a. All this comes out only because of this curve. This normally, if you remember, then no need for you to draw the curve, just directly you can write your answers. Thank you.